courses came imported from Moodle with the organization that was in Moodle, but that may not make sense in your space in Brightspace. So I want to show you some different ways that you can organize your course. So on your homepage, you'll see your modules. When you go into your module, you can either go by clicking on the titles of the modules, or you can go from your nav bar from content. Now I can see all my modules on the left side panel. When it's highlighted blue, that's when I know I'm going to be working in that module. And I can click on it to open it up. You can see I've got these different pages. These are organized right under the top module, but now I've created another kind of mini module within. And then if I open that up again, you can see I've got more items organized there. In order to create this, it's called a lesson. I'm going to click back on Introduction so that it's highlighted blue. Then I'm going to go over to Create New, and I'm going to choose New Lesson. Okay, and this will create a new folder or mini module within. So this is a new lesson. Okay. I save and close. I'm not going to add a description. If I add a description, it would show up on this page, and that would be fine. Now, I don't have anything in this lesson yet, but I could drag items into it from my other modules. So you can see now that this is indented underneath that new lesson. You can actually, here I'm clicked on this, I can tell that I'm in this lesson because it's blue. I can actually create another one within here, and this time it's called a new folder. And I'm going to title that New Folder. Okay. And then once again, you'll see that it is nested underneath the new lesson. So the way the structure works is module, lesson, folder. Okay, so that's the terminology. So this is a useful place if you want to, see the content that you're working with. But if you know that you need to do a lot of moving around or creating new folders and lessons, then I recommend going over to Course Admin and then choosing Course Builder. This view is not as pretty, but it shows you all of your units. They are all collapsed. You can see the details about each unit. You can edit the course information and the titles over on the side. It tells you the path for that. So if you've got any, if you've got any files, it will show there. I don't have any files right in this top description of my module. When I click on the plus, then it opens up that module and I can see all of the items that are in there. This is a good way to select individual items and delete them if you need to. It's a little bit faster than working in the content view. So if you have a lot of labels or pages that don't make any sense that were imported from Moodle, this is a good place to go. You can see that some things are labeled draft. This was a survey that was hidden from students. So here in the course builder view, it is a paler color and it says draft. Here I can change this. I can remove it. I can move it up and down. I can also copy this if that is something that I want to do. Over on the right, I can change it from draft to published. And that's the equivalent of unhiding something. Now, this is a good place to move things around. If you have lots of moving around that you want to do, then this is a good place to do that. So if I want to take this new lesson and I decided that I want it actually in Unit 1 instead, I can click on it and grab it. It'll turn yellow. The outline will turn yellow. when I drag it over to a folder, that folder is going to turn orangey yellow, and that's when I know that's where it's going to go. So I drop it there, and it's always going to drop new things to the bottom. Okay, now if I want to rearrange it, I can pick it up again. This black line that you see tells me that it's going to drop this in between the artist statement and the e-portfolio. Okay, over on the left hand side, you can add new elements to your course. And so the book here is a new module. I can click on it and then select the location, or I can, if I click on it and hold it instead of letting go of my finger, I can drag it over to where I want. So if I drag it here and highlight new lesson, it's going to create a folder underneath that, so nested underneath new lesson. If I bring it over, I get that black line in between ePortfolio and ePortfolio Critique, then it's going to drop it there. When I create it, this is where I'm going to give it a name. Another new folder. And here I can add any notes. These are just for me, so that I could put, resources that I might want to add. I might make a little field notes. Oh, that I want to, this is a folder I want to add some student resources. I can do the insert stuff, pull in files and links and everything that you can do in all the other editing windows. Okay, so now that's created a folder within those 2 pages in my unit. There are other kinds of placeholders. These are just placeholders, and when you bring them over here, they are not going to show up in your course content yet because there's nothing in them. They are just a space to help you start thinking about how your course is organized. So although our course is already built, this might be a good way to build a new unit. It's a way to work in the background. It won't affect anything that students see. Okay, you can also add content directly here from this course builder, and these icons here under add content are where you would do that. You can, all your course files, assignments, quizzes, grade items are all available here. So you could do all of your building here in this course builder if you so desired.